Hi everyone, Jean here from the Inky Owl Studio. Welcome, welcome. So glad you could stop by today. This will probably be the last little interlude I'm going to have. I'm going to film for this cloth book, and it should be done and listed in my Etsy shop probably this coming Saturday. But anyways, so we've done quite a bit in this little cloth book. And I've done some extra things. I made this little tag to go into here, right there. And this is a belly band that's going to fit in those little mini journals I made, little mini books to put in here. So we're in the middle of the journal, and I have decided to put another pocket inside here. And then I will put two more sort of kind of a chipboard backing tags to give it a little bit more shape. I will put those then again into these two pockets here and probably have a side entry is kind of what I'm thinking. And then in the very middle, I'm going to sew in this little signature of some papers that can be journaled on. So for this one, I have chosen this lovely little printout, which comes from the kit that I'm using. And I'll link down below again the kit that I'm using from the French Art. And then I had this little tag that I've sewn around and made up, and I put this little button to hold the lace in. Kind of cute. I want that little tag to be here, and so I'm considering a pocket to put in the very, very bottom here. And so some of the options would be this really super sheer hanky. You know, I could put something like that there. And then another option, I thought, well, we could just put a row of lace, you know, like we've been doing. I mean, that would be kind of cute. You know, would peek out, the roses would peek out a little bit in there. Then I came across this one. And this is like it's cut out from a some kind of topping tabletop of some sort, and it's very pretty, very nice, very sheer. And I thought, well, this really does let in quite a bit of the roses to come through to kind of go with that rose up there. Plus, I can put it down low enough perhaps so that some of it will hang down out of the bottom, which is kind of fun to have some of it hang out. And so I don't know, I really think I'm going to be using this one. I really do like it. And, you know, even though there's something that I'm thinking, oh, we should put something fun in the center, but I think that would take away from the roses on the other side. And it would kind of detract from this really pretty work here. And I do believe this probably done, well, I don't know. It might be done by hand, but I think it's done by a machine. But it's really pretty anyways. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew around the backing here, and it should be just fine because it's going to be on the inside of the pocket, so you won't see it on the other side. And I probably should consider making this into a pocket to slip a tag on the other side of this. So I'm going to do a three-sided sew in around this particular guy. A little pocket here, ready for a tag. Now I'm going to do this pocket, kind of tricky because I got to have enough up here to hold the tag in, of course. But how much do I want to hang down? So let's see. This is about how far the other ones are hanging down. So let's just see if I hang it down further. Well, now that's kind of cool. Yeah, this was pretty, have a little lacy thing hang down there. In fact, let's see here. These three here. Let's see if that would be too far down. So I'm thinking that that might look really nice. Yeah, that looks really nice. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, I sewed around here, and I also kind of went up a couple of these petals. I think I sewed up to this petal and sewed up to that petal, sewed across the bottom, and now I think it'll stay in there just fine. And we can see the lovely roses coming through and a little bit hanging down there. I really like that. That turned out pretty nice. So I've got that, and now I'm going to do this side. So this was the lacy tag that I made in the other video, and trying to find a place and a way to put this in, because if I put it in the pocket, then I'm going to get rid of this lovely effect down here. Plus putting it in, you know, probably gets it wrinkled and just won't be able to see it readily. So I decided to get a piece of pretty thick crocheted, and this is not vintage, this one here is new, but I thought I would put that across the top and then attach the tag to that with a bulb pin. So some of it even gets to hang out, you know, on the bottom, and the whole tag will look, you know, intact there. And these two pages will not be seen at the same time, so this pink is a little different than that pink, but I don't think it, you know, you won't see them together, so it'll be fine. And I also looked at these little holes through here, and I thought, how cute would it be to weave a little bit of a ribbon through here. Now the only skinny ribbon that I have is this sort of shiny sheer ribbon. If this were pink, that would be really better, but I think it'll add a little bit of shininess, you know, to the whole tag deal. Yep, I think so. So how are your Thanksgiving plans going? I know it will be a little different. Time's passed. But like I say, for me it's not going to be any different because all my family is up in Michigan. So usually our holidays are pretty quiet here. Occasionally we get up there on a holiday, and occasionally some family comes down here. But we usually see each other throughout the year. Yep, tomorrow my grandson will be 1 year old. So we're going to do a Zoom party. We're going to have different family members join Zoom, and he is going to do his first little birthday cake and probably make a wonderful, glorious mess, which that's what you're supposed to do. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see him. So that's kind of pretty. I mean, it's it might not pick up that well on the camera, I don't know, but it's a little bit of a shininess there, just to kind of, you know, give it a little bit of, tiny bit of bling anyways. And so I am going to sew that in. Trim's been sewn on, and I also finished out the pocket so that we have a pocket going in this way on each side. And I found a little charm, very cute little key charm that I'm going to put onto this ball pin and come up through here and just pin it on. How cute! How cute! And part of that can hang out at the bottom as well. Really cute, I like that. It's coming together very nicely. And then I gathered some papers, and so here's some papers that are going to go in the middle. I've got I think they're 32 pages, counting each side, that I will sew in to the middle here. Oh, cute! So you got journaling there. Oh, wait a minute! I forgot this pocket. Yes. Okay. There's this page to do over here. That's right. That's right. So here's the tag that I got for this page. And I thought maybe we'd put 2 tags in because this color kind of brings out the color and shades over here. Kind of like how all these go together. This really pretty tag there. And for the pocket, I wanted another pocket, and I do believe I'm going to use this pocket. I like it. This was, I don't have the cloth with me, but the whole cloth was sort of like, like waves. So I just cut out one section of that wave with a little bit of hand embroidery, and this is done by hand. I know that for a fact. And yeah, now I can't sew because I've already got this over here, so I'm going to have to do some gluing in. I might, however, stitch around this. I think it really does need to be stitched around. And I get this glued in, and then we can move into putting the signatures in. Okay, I'm just going to put it in with a little Fabri-Tac. And not that stitching was that big of a deal, but I kind of like the look of it. It really wasn't necessary because any fraying would be taken care of with a Fabri-Tac, of course. But just wanted that look, I guess. All right. Oh, how cute. How cute. Almost looks like a little vase or something. There. So that is excellent. Excellent. Really like that. I'll just take out all these cards here then, so that I can get that middle part sewn up and not have so much to work with. There we go. So much of it in my way. Alrighty. So we'll just line. Oh, we gotta take these out here too, because these are something to work with. Okay, I'm just gonna align up the pages in here. And I do believe that's about right, isn't it? Okay. Some pages are uneven, but that is part of the charm, right? Let me put this in the middle here and see what the middle part is right there. Okay. Yes, that is part of the charm. Just put a pin in here and just do some stitching down there in the middle. Yes. Very nice. Easy peasy. So I'm really glad that I didn't stitch this in the very beginning. I debated, should I stitch them all together now and work on the pages? I'm glad I didn't do that because I did make, another pocket that I wasn't planning on, and just made it easier to work in by having the pages all loose beforehand. So let's just, and I'm going to sew it down here so that the middle will look better on the lace from the outside. Okay, it is all sewn in the middle, and now I'm going to be putting the signatures in. I am not going to measure them exactly. I'm going to eye them up. Basically, I will clip them in so that they won't shift, but I am just going to punch my holes because the pages themselves, the cloth pages themselves, are not even. It is okay if it's a little off, just as long as it's in the center. There, that's all it needs to be. All right, so I'm going to start by punching, you know, in the middle, line it up there, and just getting the middle one punched in, like so. And I'm going to come down here, I'm going to put a 5-hole punch in there, so about a 1/2 inch up from the bottom there, and about a 1/2 inch from the bottom there. And then this one, I am going to put, how will I do this? I will put this in between, that's what I'll do, between the 2 holes there. I'll punch one here, and then put that in between the 2 holes. Little hiccup there, my memory got full, so I had to stop and delete some things. So anyways, I've got all my holes punched there, and I'm going to use the pearl cotton thread. Is what I'm going to use for, oh dear, I got it not in there. There we go. Okay, this is what I'm going to use to sew the signatures in with. To go in here, start in the middle. Now you might be familiar with how to do this, but for those that might not be. So the challenge is, because I'm working with this lacy stuff here, the challenge is finding the hole from this side. There we go. Just go in like this, come down here, and keep it somewhat taut. Go back up in this hole here. So this is the way I usually do it. I like the 5-hole punch. I think it spreads out the stress a little bit. Just because you've got cloth and paper coming together there. I just want to keep it snug. There we go, here. Whoops. And now I'm going to come up in the middle again. Find that hole. It's there. Just trying to find it. Yep. Because the lace is hiding it. There it is. Alright, so when I come up this way, I like to try to go on the opposite side. So I have a thread, the beginning thread is on one side, and then this finishing thread here is on the other, so that this here is in between these 2 threads. Let me just snip some of that off. And pull. You don't want to pull this way, but pull this way. In there nicely. And we'll make a knot. And make a square knot. So you kind of like choose a different side to go under. There we go. And I think I will put a bow in here. I think a little bow would be cute. Of course, sometimes that freaks people out because they think, well, if the bow comes apart, then the whole book will come apart. But I usually try to explain that that's not the case. It's just something that looks kind of cute, I think. So now the signatures are in, and all that's left is just to add some last minute decorations. and I will certainly be doing that with a slow flip through, or a more detailed flip through this Saturday. To get back into the groove here after this, I went ahead and I'm considering this week, and I'm just going to see how the week goes, but I am considering on doing kind of a grungy Christmas. I got these little photos, and love this little photo with this little girl and the dog. It's so sweet. I got a let's see, what did I do? I have here we go. Yeah, I put it off to the side. I have it in a bigger, an even bigger print. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using. I don't know if it's the digital. It could be the digital. It could be my printer. There is sort of this red and green shading in here when I enlarged it, but I'm not really, actually, I kind of like it because it kind of makes me sort of a Christmas thing to it. But anyways, I probably will just go with the smaller one there. But I've got these, and then this is really cute here too. So it's kind of a grungy retro type of, and I got these from my, let's see, Vintage From Me, were these different downloads that I'll probably be putting into there and putting it into an envelope. And so I might be working on that. I don't know. We'll just say no promises. I have so many plans in my head, but sometimes some things just don't come out, especially that is so seasonal that if I don't get it done soon, it probably won't, be worth doing. But anyway, so thanks a lot for watching, and please consider subscribing, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye.